Hey everybody, it is Corey, the Spice Master General, back at you with another episode from Select Savory Seasonings. Today we're going to discuss low oxalate seasoning blends and seasonings. Now you may be wondering, well, what in the world are oxalates, and why would I want to have something that's low on oxalates? And again, what are oxalates? Well, first of all, if you're wondering what oxalates are, take a look down below. If I can get my finger in here, there will be a link to an episode of the Simple Low Carb Lifestyle podcast where I talk to my friend Monique, who goes through the journey of finding out her daughter was very oxalate sensitive, and she had to go to a low or almost zero oxalate diet to literally live healthily. And so if you're really wondering what oxalates are on a broader scale, take a look at that video. It's a great episode where we go through all things oxalates and what they do to the body. Now, on the short term, the basic definition of oxalates are: it's an organic acid found in plants, but it can also be synthesized by your body, so your body can make it. Generally speaking, oxalates bind to minerals, and it has been linked to health issues such as kidney stones, and in many people, the body will excrete these oxalates through the skin in very, very tiny crystals, and actually I've seen pictures. Some of those crystals are pretty good size, and they are very like size of an eraser on the top of a pencil. That can be very painful when they come out. So what brought this up? Why would I want to talk about oxalates today? Well, I had a customer send me an email and go, hey, I'm doing everything I can to remove oxalates from my diet. So how do I go about doing that? Are any of your seasonings and spices low oxalate so that I can actually still make good, healthy food that's good for me with your fresh, gourmet, sugar-free, additive-free seasonings and spices? So I thought, you know what? This customer is probably not the only person with this question, so I decided to go ahead and put this quick video together to help you out also. So some of the seasonings and spices that actually are high in oxalates that you're going to have to, if you are oxalate sensitive, are going to be allspice, cinnamon, clove, cumin, curry powder, ginger, onion, turmeric, and black pepper is also a heavy offender. Now I admit many of our seasoning blends have some variety of those seasonings in them. However, we do have a couple of them that do not have any of those in there, or they're very, very low in those particular ingredients. So we're going to take a minute here, go through and show you those different the different options that we do have to help you with a low oxalate diet. So as we switch over here, you can see that we have our California granulated garlic. So this is pretty much garlic, and it's nothing else. The nice thing with the granulated garlic is it's an easy way to add garlic flavor to your food without having to buy garlic and smash it or chop it up and put it in there. It's also very potent, so a teaspoon of this is equal to about 1 clove of garlic in your food. You can also go with our chipotle seasoning salt, and this is nothing but chipotle peppers and salt. It's a very simple blend. Our family loves this. It's usually our most used salts on our table. My kids love this. It's not overly hot. It's got a nice flavor to it, but it's not full of heat like you would think of with the chipotle pepper. Our garlic seasoning salt, again, just like our chipotle, it is salt and garlic. It's very simple, so you can add some garlic flavor along with your salt to your food. Our herbs de Provence, which is a product we actually haven't carried in a couple of months, if not longer. But because of people looking for a low oxalate diet, I decided, let's bring this back for people that are trying to add flavor to their food, but avoid the heavy oxalate offenders in their diet. So our herbs de Provence is blended from basil, thyme, marjoram, chervil, rosemary, and lavender. It is definitely a different blend. It's one that I never really knew much about growing up, but then several friends and customers are like, hey, this is something we're looking for. And we brought that back to help out people who are trying to reduce oxalates in their diet. Another one we brought back is our poultry seasoning. This is one of the ones, don't sit there and say, oh, it says poultry, this is only for chicken. No, poultry seasoning is great on pork, beef. It's also an excellent way to flavor your vegetables. So this is another one that we've just brought back because, hey, we're trying to help you who are oxalate sensitive, who are still trying to lose weight, get healthy, and feel amazing, but also have some other health struggles that you're trying to deal with and work around, especially with regards to oxalates. Our poultry blend, again, it's very simple. It's just thyme, rosemary, sage, marjoram, and oregano. So your the blend here is going to be low in oxalates compared to many other seasoning blends out there. Of course, a typical Italian seasoning is another low oxalate. It's got rosemary, basil, oregano, sage, and marjoram. So again, quick and easy way to add some amazing flavor to your food without having to worry about the oxalates. Our select pizza seasoning is another one. It's slightly different than our Italian seasoning. It does have more of a pizza flavor when you think of pizza. It is oregano, basil, garlic. So we do have a little bit of garlic in here. Onion, thyme, fennel, red bell pepper, crushed red pepper, parsley, and marjoram. So you have a great blend there, a lot of flavor. If you're a little more sensitive with onions, I might want to be careful on that, but it is a lower ingredient on the ingredients list. It's not heavy on onion. The heavy ingredients in here are going to be the oregano, basil, and the red bell pepper. They take up the majority of the space in that particular product. And then smoked sweet paprika. This is a great way to add some flavor to your food, and I love sprinkling on top of various dishes, especially veggies, meats, and so forth. And it is strictly smoked paprika. It's a very simple way to add some flavor to your food without having to worry about extra oxalates in your diet. So that's a very brief overview of our oxalates. I did forget one other item, so I'm going to switch back to our monitor display. And we also have a low oxalate bundle. So if you're one of those people who are sensitive to oxalates in your diet and you're trying to find ways, well, how can I add some amazing flavor to my food? How can I cook good, tasty food that's good for me so I can lose weight, get healthy, and feel amazing, and yet avoid oxalates in my diet? Well, here you go. Our low oxalate bundle will save you 12% as compared to buying everything separately, and that will give you all of our low oxalate seasonings and blends. That's our granulated garlic, our chipotle seasoning salt, garlic seasoning salt, herbs de Provence, poultry seasoning, savory Italian seasoning, our pizza seasoning, and of course our smoked sweet paprika. You'll also find a link for that down below in the comments, along with all of our social media links. Don't forget to also subscribe to our YouTube channel and check us out at selectsavory.com. Don't forget to use the coupon code YouTube to save 10% off of your next order. And until next time, I hope that you're losing weight, getting healthy, and feel amazing. Thanks.